Hello, everybody. My name's Chachi. That's Tom. Welcome back to Inner Hubble Opinion. It's been a minute, I know. Tom was on vacation. I got sick for like 5 days. It was really bad. The whole family, but we're okay. We we will rebuild. Listen. Um, anyway, this one's gonna be the long-awaited Super Bowl recap. Sorry, we're way late to the party. Well, just a lot of stuff didn't line up. But anyway, as you can see on your screen, the Seahawks defeated the New England Patriots. Pretty much everyone knows this by now. 29-13. Not a very eventful game. Um, so, guys, let me know what you think. Me and Tom are going to give you our thoughts. Tom, I'll let you start. Go ahead, buddy. I haven't heard from you in 2 weeks, so I'm going to let them go. Well, now a month.
Oh,
It's been-
oh, they haven't heard my voice.
yeah, they haven't heard the sultry mellow
Yeah,
tones of Tom.
those beautiful tones. Okay. Um, what do I think? I watched live. I watched the whole 7 minutes of this, and it was awful. Because what I realized is Patriots defense is good, right? That's definitely they were built. They reflect Mike Rabel. They have a lot of talent there. They've spent a lot of money and for draft capital there. Man, like I figured, that offensive line is terrible. It's been a problem. And Drake May, the pressure's so different than the regular season. And just to be frank, they didn't play anybody. This is how it kind of works when you're a bottom barrel, bottom feeder team for 7 years. And look what happens. So you finally get a good enough roster where you roll through the regular season. They got really, really lucky. They got lucky 2 times. Number one, that Houston, that DJ Stroud is more trash than Drake May. And they also got really lucky that Bo Nix died kneeling the ball down. So, not shocked. Seattle is really good. They definitely were the most complete team in the NFC. I think. Dude, John Schneider made moves at the trade deadline. He got a return specialist. I will tell you, as a Packer fan, it kills me inside knowing that there are teams out there that invest in special teams like that, and we don't. And Green Bay is the only team with a Super Bowl MVP that was a kick returner.
That is crazy.
Isn't that crazy? It's just not culturally a thing anymore. But you see, like Shaheed, he made a couple plays. He had some, it just changed. It's a game. He's a game changer. He made a massive difference in that divisional round game just to start the game, right? Seattle didn't have to do a whole heck of a lot. Just play defense, and they said, the one thing I really love Seattle did, Josh, they took the points.
Yep, they did. They really did.
They showed everybody, you just take the points. Stop it with the, I think the NFL, I sent this to you, Josh, too, about Mike Martz was really getting after the coaching, and he's just like, everybody plugs everything into a computer, and it's analytics, and he's not wrong. I think the NFL has really gotten lazy, and it's truly it's all analytics. I don't know, anyways, I think you saw a lot of that this year, and you saw teams that when they don't understand how to take points, Chicago,
Yeah.
why you lose. Seriously. Ben Johnson, everyone in that town he should have been under the microscope because that team could have won the Super Bowl. The AFC is so weak this year.
It was, yeah.
Any of those teams in the playoffs could have won the Super Bowl. Same Packers, man. Packers could have gotten on a run. You just hold on to Chicago. So, Seattle's good. They're definitely the best they're well-rounded team all year. They played well. Good for Sam Darnold. I don't think this makes him like a top 15 quarterback in the NFL or anything.
Yeah, that discourse was a little crazy. I'm like, guys, relax. TV is all about shock value now. It's really annoying. What are we doing? Can we stop?
Super Bowl halftime show. I saw the highlights, and all I gotta say is Bad Bunny has carried the ball more than Josh Allen in the Super Bowl. All right, let's go.
Honestly, that might have been the best part of the whole Super Bowl. The rest of it was kind of mid. I'm not. because it was kind of, it
Best part,
wasn't okay. It wasn't
best part of the
bad
super,
because,
best part of the Super Bowl was Mandalorian and Grogu on some tauntauns.
dude, I like the thing is, it's not that it was bad. Everyone likes football. It's just it was like an inevitable. You could tell they were going to win the game. That's the thing. Like when it was 9-0 at halftime, it was just like, well, they can't score, so I think it's over. You know.
Josh, I could get a first down.
No, even when they scored that one drive, it was two like throw the ball up plays, and Mac Hollins made a catch, and it's like it's that it wasn't like a sustainable thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, they're just great play
Dude,
calling.
you knew New England was going to lose that game too when Mac Hollins showed up in that weird. I don't know what hit. Dude, that guy is so weird.
He is.
And you check that guy for them.
I know walking around
And
barefoot, he's funny. Like what the hell? Anyway,
dude, it's fine. He's making statements and stuff. That man's weird.
yeah,
He
just
he's
play
a
ball,
weird,
bro.
bro.
We just play ball, bro. We get it. Anyway, yeah, I agree with Tom. Seahawks were the better team, more well-rounded. Kenneth Walker played really well, going to get himself a lot of money, and should. I think he's actually a really good running back.
I
I want to
I do
get,
too.
I
I
want
don't
to
know
get,
why Seattle doesn't use him more. They like all in this. Oh, we got to use Charbonnet.
and I want to get into the announcers in this game. Collinsworth was terrible as always. The guy sits there, and the guy's having a great game. He drops one ball where it's like thrown behind him, where he has to backpedal for. Still should have caught it, but he's a running back. When he drops it, he's like, "This is why he doesn't play. He's not a great blocker, and he drops." I'm like, dude, the dude's running for the only offense in this whole game, and you're over here trying to shit on him. I'm like, what is going on? Because you know, if that was a quarterback, he could throw the ball to the defender, and you'd be like, "Well, the receiver read it wrong." I'm like, it's just say what happens in the game. I don't need to hear your opinion. I don't care about that. This isn't I like him, I don't like him. It's what's going on in the field, bro. What happened to John Madden and Pat Summerall, man? That's all I
Oh,
want. Just tell me what's
yep.
going on in the fucking game. I don't care about your biases. I really don't. It's okay.
Josh, the worst is
Plug
Chris
a PFF
Collinsworth.
every 10
His
minutes.
opinions aren't even right.
And then he's plugging PFF every 12 minutes. Like, dude, we get it. You own it's your company. We got it. I don't care. I don't.
His shitty company.
Right?
The company's
You know,
trash.
I've
Their
watched
metrics make no
film.
sense.
I've watched film, and I don't care. I don't care. Now, Mike Tirico, I'm not hating on him. He's a legend. Love him. It's God. He's a saint. He has to deal with him all the time. I give him.
Dude, Mike Tirico saves a Sunday night
He does.
football announcing. He really does.
No, he's really
You know,
good. I mean, he's good at
they,
everything.
they,
But
yeah, dude. No, they need to can Collinsworth.
I agree.
Dude, no. Gosh, you were bringing up. I mean, we can talk about that the rest of the day. How bad the NFL media is now
It's bad,
with all their
man.
garbage narratives. They're
Oh, let
just.
me get
It's
before you
so
start. Let me get something out
bad.
of the way real quick. I just want to give shout out, respect to Sam Darnold, Mike McDonald, great coach. In 2 years, he figured out everything, made a really good team. Their defense is up and coming because they're really good, but they have a lot of young guys. It's a really good team, and they deserve the Super Bowl. They really did. Like Tom said, Patriots kind of a lucky run. If you're a Patriots fan, you gotta feel bad because you don't know if you're gonna get back here. Because I gotta tell you, all these AFC teams are gonna reload. You think the Chiefs are gonna be bad again, and the Ravens, and it's gonna be a lot, you know. So, hey, good luck, man. This was the year. I'm telling you, because that schedule is gonna be a pain in the ass next year. You're not gonna get an easy one. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. But congratulations to the
Well,
Seahawks.
I'm gonna
Um,
say this. I'm not apologizing to New England Patriots fans. I got to watch 7 Super
Yeah,
Bowls with
they
that
well,
team
well,
with
yeah.
Tom
If
Brady.
if they were
You know
if
what?
they were more
Suck it.
humble, y'all need to be more humble. You had a good run. It's okay. Sometimes you lose. It's all right. But go ahead, Tom. Let's talk about that because Tom's right. The media is just a joke. Every day it's like top 10 quarterback things and all this dumb stuff. I'm like, I am just talk about
Well,
football.
yeah. Well, like I was watching like Rich Eisen. That show's great.
Yes,
They
yes,
bring.
yes.
I like when they bring in the experts, right? You know, I mean, here let's get into ESPN. They got rid of Sunday Night Baseball
All was great. Oh my
for
God.
yeah, and now they're just like they're trying to push like the WNBA, all this nonsense, and you're just like, guys, like, what has happened? Like the Sports Center and like the ESPN I grew up with is long gone, and it's
Oh,
been
dude,
long
I miss
gone.
Sunday Night Countdown.
Um,
Remember how much fun that was with
dude,
those? Oh,
you got, and
Chris
the
Berman and
reason
Tom
why,
Jackson. Oh my God, they
dude,
were so fun.
Dude, the reason why though you're seeing though, Josh, like all these smaller. So the Packers have a lot of smaller media folks that folks that do media, right?
Yeah.
Versus your mainstream papers and also then the national media, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, the reason why these guys exist is because the national media and your mainstays at like newspaper, they just cater to the NFL and the team.
Mm-hmm.
They refuse to actually report and really dig in because they realize they're going to lose their media credentials.
Yep.
So it's so stupid, right? So all these smaller guys are the ones that actually kind of report, and they have legitimate reporting. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And it's just gotten bad, man. It really has. The announcing's terrible. I mean, I like Tony Romo. I still do. I don't know why people hate on him so much. I think it's hard when the games, honestly, this year, Josh, as a whole, the games are boring. Can we be fair that the NFL product just isn't that good?
Yeah, Tony Romo, I don't think he's bad. I just think people are I don't get it, and I get it. I get y'all don't like that he says all the stuff about the quarterbacks, but my thing is he was a quarterback, so I get it from him. That's his thing. Like, that's what he's used to playing, so that makes sense. You know what I mean?
People want to sit there.
And I will defend. And I will defend
Tom Brady. He called a couple things.
I like Tom Brady. I like Tom.
He's just like, he was super objective, and he just goes, he's like, no, that was a terrible play. Like, what are they doing?
And he'll be like, that was a bad throw. And that's what I respect about him. Like, it's like, yeah, he's a great player, but they don't always play well. They really don't. And it's okay. You don't make a perfect throw every time. You know, that's why the Sam Darnold thing in the media.
Unless you're Tom Brady.
That's why the Sam Darnold thing, I'm like, guys, I don't think he's terrible. But now you got all these people in the media that, like, said when he first came out how good he was going to be. Being like, see, I was right. What about the first 8 years when he was... And I get it, the Jets aren't great, but he wasn't special either. Let's be honest. He was just, like, a good arm. Makes some really poor decisions.
He had moments, and I remember when Green Bay had to play the Jets. When Green Bay had that, like, really bad, like, 6-10 year or whatever when they fired McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
And the Packers still won it, but, like, Darnold was crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
You could see, like,
the
guy has arm talent and can move.
The arm talent's definitely there, and he's pretty athletic, yeah. No, 100%.
But that was it. But, he didn't have that. He didn't have it between the ears.
Oh, he still makes...
Such and I mean, I'm sure just being in San Francisco was huge for him, right? That's actually
that was really big. Yeah.
Dude, that's kind of where I hope, like, Malik Willis. I wonder, like, you saw the same thing, right? He got with Matt LaFleur. He got his skills honed in. Now this guy actually might be able to go compete for a starting gig. He might be the Miami Dolphins starting quarterback week 1.
Dude, I told you what I saw from him. It's definitely there, the potential, if you build an offense around him, because he is not a... Okay, like all this... Okay, I'm not saying Jalen Milroe can't be really good. I'm just saying the hype behind him should be the hype you have right now for Malik Willis, because Malik Willis has been in, like, 3-4 years in the NFL, so he has more seasoning. And that athleticism, I'm sorry, I don't know how athletic Jalen Milroe is. He might be more athletic than him, but I don't know, because he was crazy. That speed, he was beating corners.
Willis is definitely more. Milroe's just big, so they're going back to, like, Cam Newton.
No. Can we stop with that too? Like, look, his opinions sometimes are not the best. I agree with that, but yeah, I think people don't remember how good he was the year. Have you seen that roster that made that Super Bowl?
Yeah, trash.
He freaking Philly Brown. Like, come on, bruh. Like, what are we doing? What do we do? Them and the Ravens from 2019's offense. I'm like, what are we doing? I'm like, these guys are not even good. What the hell's going on? Anyway.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'm just... Malik Willis, I'm sorry. I'm rooting for him because he's got all the tools, man. Because the thing that impressed me, though, in that game against the Ravens is... I know the Ravens' defense was terrible last year. Fair. And there's no pass rush. But he was on time, and those throws were crazy. That zip... I was like, God, because he was throwing like 30-yard passes, and they got there so fast, the ones to Watson. I was like, holy crap. I was like, damn, that ball was moving. I didn't know he had a... I didn't know his...
He had that, though. What's it called?
No,
And
I love seeing
right?
guys that work hard like him. Like he could have easily folded. Some guys would have folded with what happened to him, right? He just put his head down and look at him now. He's going to get a chance to
What?
be a winner in the league. You know, it's like the Tyrod Taylor route where you see the guy work hard and finally gets rewarded for it. I love that, man, because he has not complained. Just, hey, you guys need me, I'm here, and just you could see he's gotten better. So he's been putting in the work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he's also surrounded with the right organization to
Yep.
help him grow. Well, I mean, at the combine too. What's sad is like, so there's like someone posted a photo of him
Mm-hmm.
at the combine when he got out of the stadium or whatever.
Uh huh.
There's a homeless man, and he like asked him like, "What do you need?" And he started giving him like his combine clothes and stuff, right? Just because like the guy's got a massive heart, right? Like
Yep.
it's like that's what you want in your organization. You don't want some of these turds that people just get infatuated with.
Yep.
Um, it goes to show you too, Tennessee's a dumpster fire, man.
It is. Got
What an absolute dumpster fire, bro.
Yeah, Cam Ward, good luck, buddy. I tell you.
Dude, yeah, man, they just like I try to like I was just thinking about after the Super Bowl and just the NFL product, man, just in general,
Yeah.
is not good.
No.
Like I know there's bias in this nostalgia thing. I watched like the football back in the 2000s, and there's a lot of memories there because that's when I was a teenager, right? So
Yeah.
I get that. I just don't, I just have a hard time with like, even like watching the Packers this year. That team should have went to the Super Bowl, even with all the injuries. They were way too talented.
Well, my issue,
And I think it starts, Josh. The coaching is terrible.
It is.
Across the board. There's really like even Mike McDonald. Like I think this whole thing of second-year head coaches are getting like to the Super Bowl. It happens all the time now. And like, is that just because it's that bad?
Yeah. Well, I think the
Right?
NFL doesn't do itself any favors, and I get it. You want to protect against injuries and stuff, but here's the thing: the injuries still happen. Okay, and it's actually worse with, especially with legs and all now, because you
Yeah.
don't practice as much, and it's hard to also get camaraderie that way. Free agency, it doesn't help either, because now it's more prevalent than ever, and even to the point where you can ask for trades more now. Like back, even in like when we were growing up, that never happened. Like the corners and the receivers and running backs could never be
Yeah.
like, I want to be traded. It was like, yeah, and you're gonna have to wait till the off season. Now it's like, okay, we'll trade you. They don't want Malcolm. Like, look at
I think it
the
has to
AJ
do
Brown
with
thing.
all the movement
The
too.
the AJ Brown and Ayuk thing. They're both going to get traded probably. See, all you got to do now, it's like get mad and don't want to be there, and they'll get rid of you. It's just different. And I get it too
Yeah.
from an organizational standpoint because receivers you can get everywhere in a draft. There's just a lot of really good receivers you can find. Sure, AJ Brown's probably going to be better than the guy you get, but marginally, there's the other guy's going to be still talented. He'll make plays. It's like
Yeah.
we'd rather have
Like
him.
Brandon Ayuk, you run the risk of you
Yeah,
give this guy a roster spot, he may not even show up.
but let's look at a guy like Shaheed,
Who's gonna trade for that turd?
like
You know what I mean?
Tom's talking about Shaheed. Like he could go to a team. They think he's going to go back to the Saints, but I'm saying he could go to another really good team, and then he's very valuable. Yeah, he's not like a 100 catch guy, but he gives you a deep threat. He catches the ball, and he's like Tom said, great special teams guy. You don't have to worry about a return man. Smart too. If you watch that Super Bowl, the best thing about him was they weren't trying to give him a chance to return the ball, and he was like, "Fine, I'll just fair catch it, but I'm gonna catch it every time. We're gonna get in fumbles. We're gonna get the ball right here, and we're gonna take the game." He knew, like Tom said, that team. He understood. I don't got to be special right now. We got them. I ain't got to try nothing crazy here. You know what I mean? We're going to win this game.
Yep.
So he was like, I'm just going to make sure I catch the ball, let it go when it's too far. And let's give, like Tom said, special teams in that game. Let's give credit to their punter, too, because he had a hell of a game. Ryan was killing it. The guy, every punt, man.
You X Packer, baby.
Yeah, he was killing it.
That guy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ryan retired a long time ago.
Yeah, it's. I think you're right though, but you could see, and it's not like a nostalgia thing. You can go back to '90s football when we were kids. the way teams practiced, the coaching, all that was
Yeah,
what, and the talent is better. It, like you could see it in the
yes,
cornerbacks. Most of them,
that's honestly, I
mo-
think that's the biggest problem, Josh. I'll tell you, you know why? I think all the NIL nonsense in college and all these guys just moving around, it's all about now the college football, they don't spend time developing players anymore.
no.
Right? They don't, these guys have no loyalty. They're just, it's a nightmare. I think and I think you're seeing the effects.
Yep.
And this is, I think even before that, like COVID really screwed it all up.
They did. Yeah.
It did. Like COVID, all these guys have now like 10 years eligibility.
Oh yeah, the one guy,
Like, I mean,
the Beck guy, Carson Beck's like 26 or something. I'm like, geez, dude, just you let it go.
well, because he's not gonna make that money in the NFL because he's not good.
No, he's not.
He knows it, and at this point, it's like just capitalize on what you're gonna make in college, and that's it.
No, I agree with you, dude.
Like,
But it's also like you're not helping the, you had your day in the sun, right, dude? Go retire. Go be a
oh, you're not teaching these folks
no,
how to stick through anything when times are tough.
no.
And
And that's why I respect Signetti, because you know what? Yeah, they're right. I don't think it's the best team ever, and I get why he won. But then everyone gets mad at him because he figured it out. He said, "You guys can have these one year guys, okay?" He said, "I'm gonna get the veteran dudes in college because they know how to play football, and they win because they actually are good football players. They know everything. You understand what I'm saying?"
yeah, there's a difference between a 23-year-old and 20-year-old in terms of strength. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. And he knows where he's going. He knows how to set up defenders. He knows how the linemen are going. Linemen, they know how to block, keep a guy off the edge. Oh, we're running power. I know how to seal the edge here. It's little things like that. I want a center that's a little older because he's going to know how to call the audibles for the line, read the defense. It is what it is.
Josh, now, like, that's the biggest thing with college football. It's got to change in the coming years. You can't. 23-year-olds are not college football players. Mm-hmm. Those are NFL players.
Yep.
Their butts need to be there, or they just don't play football.
And
enough of this. Like, the college football has literally went backwards in time to the 1900s, where guys like Red Grange and these guys played college football for 10 years. They've literally full
what a
circled.
name,
It's
though.
Hilarious.
Red fucking Grange.
And they've gotten more corrupt. It's so bad. And like the NCAA now, they're starting to like go with their, sink their teeth in. Like, no, this stuff's messed up. And it's like, oh, now you got involved. No, I think it's affecting the product at the NFL level. I really do. It's hard. Like, number one, I even think like offensive linemen. I watch them coming out now. There's no road graders. There's just guys that getting away.
Dude, no. I agree. It's sad.
It takes them 3 years, 4 years to develop into anything, and then they hit free agency, and these teams are like, well, gotta go through the process again and draft all these guys.
Now, there's of course the skill positions. They always have guys like I love the dude for Miami. I think he fits the league, Malachi Tony, really well. Like with everything he can do, I think he's gonna be a stud. Really love him.
Even this draft, the receiver room's strong.
And I will defend Mendoza. We'll get into the draft stuff. We'll have a show about that. I will defend Mendoza from this standpoint. I feel like his floor is going to be a solid player. Now, his ceiling's what I'm like, I don't know what his ceiling's going to be. I don't know how great it is. I just know his floor will be a solid NFL. I think he won't be a terrible player regardless because he's going to study and he knows how to read a defense, it seems. You understand what I'm saying?
It's like Sam Darnold, man. I mean, the new quarterback model, Josh, is these teams that are so bad, they take a chance.
Uh-huh.
They won't pick up the fifth-year option. They'll let the guy walk. And then you become a backup for 3 years, and you actually learn the NFL. And then, look, you can go make money in a fourth contract.
And I also think...
think about Sam Darnold. I think he's totally different, and he had a very high ceiling.
Tom, we didn't talk about this either. Speaking of like the nostalgic stuff, can we talk about like Tom Brady's said it a couple times? I don't know if Tony Romo has, but I've seen Tom Brady say it. It is inarguable, right? Everyone likes to tell you how good the quarterbacks are now. We have to say this: it is a lot easier to play quarterback now than it was back then because they did not sit there and go, "Hey, if they hit you or look at you crazy, we're gonna throw a flag. And defenses aren't as hard to read now because it's just no camaraderie. You got people out of position. There'll be a guy running wide open down the
Mm-hmm.
field. Back in the day, it was like I can't throw this ball over the middle because that linebacker's gonna crack this dude. And the defenses knew what they were doing. All the practices, it's like, oh, I know where he's at. Like,
Dude,
oh yeah,
remember the game? Remember the game? That Ravens Browns Sunday night game
yep,
I sent you,
yep.
dude. The way Ray Lewis was nailing people in that game,
Well, even on the
and I'm
last
just,
play, the one where Ed Reed ends it, Ray Lewis is the reason
yeah,
that got picked. Because don't get me wrong, we always get into this. Like Ed Reed had like the best hands I've ever seen. Because I don't even know how the hell he caught that. He caught that bitch off spinning off of the ground, like an inch off the ground, and then ran it back. But I'm saying Ray Lewis grabbed Jared Vicious's feet and just messed him all up. He couldn't hold onto the ball. Like I'm
yep.
telling you, man.
No, he dropped it. No, I mean just dude, that game, just the physicality. And
Yeah.
like, dude, the players are bigger, right? Like Ray Lewis,
I
he was a tank
I
then.
miss
Like
that
now,
part. I
all
miss
these
the
linebackers are just they're tiny. They're meant to try to play in space because the game has become the college game.
Yes, and I like Tom. That's what I miss, Tom. Is we took out that part of football, the part that made it like you played, the part when you played in college, right? What
Mm-hmm.
made it hard, right? Is practice used to suck. Football, the hard part was before the games, because so in order to play football, you had to be tough. You had to be a tough player. You know, it's like that's what separated like a basketball player from a football player. You're not going to go out there and get hit every day of the week, twice a day, sometimes 3 times back in the day, and
Yep.
then you got to play on Sunday all beat up and in the heat
Well,
practicing. It was
but
hard.
your body knew. You know, the NFL got scared with concussions.
Yep. Yep.
Just being transparent, they did.
Oh,
And
100%. 100%.
they also realized, hey, we want to go to 18, 19 games.
Yep.
How are you going to do this when? So they had to concede to the NFLPA, where the NFLPA said, fine, you guys can just do, like, think. They don't, during Thursday night football weeks, what do? They just do walkthroughs.
Yep.
Like,
Oh no, they
it's
ruined.
insane.
It's the
It's
NFL's.
insane. And the schedule makers now, it's so complex. Like, I mean, Green Bay's schedule this year was brutal.
Oh yeah, the
I mean,
NFL.
it was just, you know, and every year you're just like, dear Lord, how do you survive this 4 or 5 week stretch of just like, you know, and it's just like, you know, I thought it was ridiculous. I think the Packers had to play Philly, or after the Philly game, they had to go play like a Sunday 1 o'clock game. It was just, Josh, I'm so tired of like, oh, we want to protect the players and we want a great product. How in the hell do you think that's a good product?
No, that's the thing. It's
All you
counter.
guys care about is the money from the TV
It's
contracts.
counterintuitive. They're making it harder to watch the games. They're putting them in different countries all the time, so you're not worried about the player's safety because okay, it's like anything, right? Any job you work. If I go, we're gonna not let you practice what you're gonna do more, but we're gonna make you do it more. How is that gonna work? That doesn't make you better. And not only that, the soft tissue injuries, right? This is what, like Tom said, their little carrot they're dangling is, hey, look, the head injuries are gone, right? We're not having as many. Yeah, but you get like everyone
Not
tearing
really.
their.
I'd argue they're worse now.
Well, no, that everyone's tearing their ACL every 3 minutes. We had a guy mess up his ankle kneeling. Like, come on, bro. What are we
Well, that's
doing?
because I'd argue, Josh, they wear these stupid shoes. Like,
Them too,
they
yeah.
all have to have my balls, my cleats. Go ask Eric Berry about his freaking ACL.
I have a pair of them. They're Tadix. This company actually makes a cleat, and I've worn them. They're really good. They have these studs that don't stick in the ground as much. Like Flacco wears them. Joe Flacco wears them. They've made a cleat for your ankles so that keep your ankles and your Achilles better. It's for that because the studs don't stick in the ground like the normal
Yeah.
cleats do. They're really good. They like do the research. It's like scientific. They're not that expensive and they're really kind of cool looking. I got a pair of them. I can get a pair of them. I know them players can get it. I'm just, but you know the
Well, no,
NFL.
but they have to get though. Well,
Oh
I
no,
don't
I'm
know.
saying that
I
company.
think
I
it's
know
because
they
you
would
have to
do
go
that if you
with
funded
Nike,
them.
and Nike makes good equipment for them. That's
They
not the
do.
issue. It's
Oh, their
just,
jerseys are beautiful. I'm not hating, and they're much more sleek than the previous. Reebok was fine, but they
well,
were There were some thick
Nike
jerseys.
drives all these jersey changes though, and all these crazy now Nike was the one that said, "Hey, we want to make more jerseys,
Yeah,
more
oh my
money
God.
off y'all.
Stop messing with the
We need
Ravens
all these
stuff.
throwbacks."
Stop messing with the Ravens stuff. What do you guys? Is it true that the Ravens are gonna have new jerseys? By the way, I heard that. I hope not. Please don't do that. They don't need them. What do they need? Their
Dude,
jerseys
what
are
the
fine.
Ravens need to do, they just need to get the throwback and tell the guy that made that logo, dude,
They give him his money.
we'll
Yeah.
give you $10 million. Right? Just give us the damn.
We'll give you
you know what I mean? Just take that, get that jersey.
Oh, I love that helmet. That helmet is so cool.
Oh,
that helmet is so cool. That helmet.
Those Nike jerseys too, because remember, I was watching. Number one, it's kind of nostalgia.
Tom, I brought up that cleat
I was
company.
watching the Packers Patriots Super Bowl shots, and they all have those starter jerseys, and you're like, God, these are so ugly. Starter was okay.
Dude, what about Reebok with the freaking?
They had the Nike technology now.
Tom, what about the Reebok with the thing? It wasn't bad. It was so thick. I have a Bolden jersey. It was so thick, man. They were playing in that. I'm like, man.
Oh yeah, that's why they. Yeah, no, I mean the technology is just insane. But I mean, just Nike, the material they use and how they get them to look so sharp is insane.
It is cool. Nike did a good job. Now I'm just talking about the cleats because these cleats are made for health reasons for the players, right? And they're good. Well, you guys aren't investing in stuff like that.
Can they wear anything but Nike though?
No, Flacco wears them. If you go watch the games, he's wearing them. It's just.
Well, Joe Flacco also drove a Toyota Prius for the first 10 years of his life or career and doesn't spend money. So.
Oh no, they're expensive. They're expensive.
The problem is,
they cost me $100.
I feel like think about how they do it in the video games, Josh. Oh, you get all this swag so you look cool, like your drip, right? And you're like, how about you just play football and don't worry about, oh, I got this arm sleeve and all. You know what I mean? People wear stuff that you don't need to wear.
But I'm telling you, Tom, a lot of this is if they were practicing like they used to, that wouldn't happen because you would know the plays more. You wouldn't be out of position. Your body would be used to getting hit. It's crazy.
Oh no! Josh, you're 1,000 times about. You're 1,000x around.
And can we stop the thing with this?
The game of football is a muscle memory game.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Muscle memory includes learning how to fall, learning how to get hit.
Yeah. Do you remember?
How do you do it when you don't go to the ground?
Do you remember Le'Veon Bell, everybody? Do you remember these guys that take a year off? They never come back and are the same because you can't practice getting hit in a football game by grown men that are. First off, it's the NFL. So you could get a bunch of high school and college guys to hit you. It is not the same as those guys. Aaron Donald's not going to hit you. That is not the same dude. You get hit by Aaron Donald. Look at Aaron Donald. By the way, let's give him some credit. I love him on everything he's on because he's just realistic. He's like, I still stay in shape. I still work out every day. He's like, but I'd retire because I'm like, that football grind's different. He's like, I was every day eating right, exercising.
Multiple times a day working out.
Yes.
And
honestly,
I just have to go to the gym once.
He's great. He just lays it out there. He's like, oh yeah, because they're like, could you play now? He's like, man, like a quarter. He's like, nah, I'm not invested like I was. That's why I was like, I can't do this anymore. He's like, because you have to be. That's greatness. Okay, that's what you got to be willing to do because it's not a joke. And by the way, if anyone's ever seen Aaron Donald, he looks crazy. That motherfucker's like 300 pounds, just ripped. It's fucking insane.
Oh yeah, dude, one of the greatest interior defensive linemen of all time.
Oh yeah.
Insane too that nobody he just fell to
the
Rams. I remember when they picked him. I mean, you watch his college highlights, you're just like, my goodness.
Yeah, he's just he's just a football player.
His get off was always insane.
That's a football player. That's a football player. Just big, strong dude, not scared.
And he did, again, Cincinnati should have won that Super Bowl, but he did affect the second half of that game.
Oh, that last play, if he don't get in, Jamar Chase cooked Jalen Ramsey. He was gone. That would have been a game. He could have, because Burrow could have underthrew him by 20 yards. He still was going to catch it, even though I don't think Joe would have. But he just had no time to throw it. He even saw him. He was trying to set up to throw the ball, and the big motherfucker grabbed him. He's like, I can't do shit.
Well, so going back to just the NFL, a bad product though. I do want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just think this was a weird year for the NFL.
Yeah.
You saw a lot of You know, I don't think there's a correlation,
Hmm.
to be honest with you, of like, oh, knee injuries with major players. I think it just was happening.
Well, that's
Right,
going to happen.
ACLs was a thing,
That's going to happen
and
regardless. That's going to
yeah,
happen regardless.
you get weird news. Remember was it the 2008 season when Tom Brady died, and like the whole league, it was the same thing. There's a lot of big name guys that got hurt
It
that year,
happens. That does happen.
and
No.
that's when you saw like, oh, here's Arizona and freaking Pittsburgh.
Oh, dude,
In the
mine's
Super
more
Bowl,
of a,
you know?
mine's more of just like the camaraderie, like when you see defenses, right? There were from back in the day. I can't find a stat. Okay, if I can find a stat, I'm sure it'll say it. I'll have to look it up. There were way more. There's way more coverages you see in a game where it's just like crazy. Like a guy will just be running down the field wide open because someone didn't communicate properly because they don't know. Hey, I'm supposed to play cover three here, and the guy lets him go, and it's just nobody there, and it's like, oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
Back then, it
I
was
think
like,
I will say though, I think the concepts have gotten very complex
no, I agree.
on the
I agree.
offensive side.
I
But
agree.
you're right. If you practiced it, it wouldn't be as bad. The thing I hate on defense now for like these defenses, Josh, these quarterbacks, they flick the ball out real quick. That's
Yep.
all the game is just get the ball out quick.
Well, I also think the refs and the rules are kind of like weird with like the legal man downfield. They do not call that well enough because sometimes these
Oh
plays,
no,
it's
I know
crazy.
it's
I'm
so
like, so the
bad.
defender, what's he supposed to do? I mean, you're just letting the lineman go up the field with a head of steam, and he's like, the ball's not even out yet, bro. It's a penalty. You got to call that shit. Let's let's go.
Josh, it's so hard to play defense in the
It
NFL anymore.
is. Oh my! And then
I
you
don't know.
don't know what to do when you're covering because sometimes the guy will be looking for the ball and touching the receiver and go, "Well, it's a penalty." I'm like, dude, you said the rule is if I turn around and look at the ball, it don't matter because I'm allowed to go after the ball.
Dude, the worst is when like a guy like Sam Darnold throws a duck up,
Yeah, and you get a
and
penalty.
then
Yeah,
the receiver just falls in the DB, and you're just like, "Yep, PI."
yeah. No,
Like,
it's
what are you gonna
crazy.
do?
It's crazy. I think you know what
But
I think you could fix that with making. I would make that one a 15-yard penalty thing because I'm like, is he really going to catch that? Because it doesn't look like.
gosh, they need to stop making more rules. That's number one. Because these
Yes,
refs just
yes, yes.
they can't. They, you know how many times that's gonna get screwed up now? Is it 15? Is it the full whatever? Because
And I think
you know,
me and you, what we're talking about is like the same thing. Like I also hate on TV, right, with the quarterbacks. We're in an era where, like Tom's saying, offenses are more complex. They have these easy throws to get you yards. And then I see all these graphics bringing up like Troy Aikman's stats and John Elway's compared to like Caleb Williams. I'm like, guys, that era was completely different. That was man coverage. That was you're gonna get hit. Don't ever say these dudes weren't great. Hey, go look at Dan Marino's stats in 1984. That's crazy.
mhm,
I like that dude did that when you could just drill people.
with no one as
No,
receivers, he had no one.
Duper and Clayton were
No,
solid, but I'm saying it's
yeah, no, but like
compared to
compared to
now.
now,
Yeah, there's
some of
no
the
Julio.
guys that
They're
you
not
can get on
Julio
a team.
Jones. Yeah, they're not like Julio Jones jumping over people. You know. So, yeah.
Josh, I hate when they do quarterback comparison between eras. You're right. It's not.
No, no.
They're not the same. They're not. They're not equal.
Go play when Terry
Like,
Bradshaw played when they were just like when the guy would run through him after he threw the ball like 4 seconds afterwards and the ref would look
dude,
at him like get the hell up, you know, the ref be like, what are you laying on
Josh,
the ground for?
think about this one, right? Everyone just like is like, Caleb Williams. He does have amazing arm talent.
He does, he's a
He's an
good player.
amazing athlete. Like
Yes,
I will not sit
I'm
there
not
and
hating on
critique
him.
that.
Yeah, me
Like
either.
he's shown
No.
it time and time again. But like, be real. Stuff is just like he can't. You know, dude, he threw an awful pick. Boy, he threw three awful picks in that game. He threw terrible picks when he was when he also
And me and Tom aren't.
and against the Packers, and like everybody's crowning this guy like, dude, this is now the new quarterback class, like the class of the NFC, and I'm like, are you really sure about that?
And you know what,
Like,
Tom? Me and you love football. I'm not. We're not on here to crap on it. We're the state of it right now is a little like it's just the product's not great. It really isn't, and that's what we're
no,
saying
and that
because
Super
we
Bowl
love it.
shows
That's
it.
why. That's
I'm
it's.
sorry,
See.
because even like, I'll be honest with you with Seattle too. That's not the Legion of Boom Seattle team.
No, hell no.
That's a Seattle team that,
No.
you know what, they got. I think the Rams just didn't have enough pieces and they just didn't make enough
If
plays.
you need some refreshing on how good that defense was, go watch that Super Bowl. The Broncos had the number one scoring offense ever, and they the first play. Eric
Yep.
Decker got not Eric Decker. It was Demaryius Thomas got absolutely drilled by Cam Chancellor, and you could see their whole team just fold. Like, oh no, they're coming out here today. They're hitting, and that's what I miss. You could see when some of these great defenses when they just impose their will on a team. Like, you ain't winning this game. They know it. The other team's like, oh my god, they're hitting, and we
Well,
don't
like,
want
think about
none of
this.
this.
Seattle coasted in that game, like offensively. Like that's what I'm saying. And
Oh, they
like I
knew.
said,
You could see.
credit to Walker and stuff
Tom, you
for
could.
like balling out.
Tom,
But
you
like,
could.
dude, they didn't have to do anything like that. Like it was. I watched 7 minutes of that game. And I'm like, this is trash.
Guys, you could
And I kind
see.
of had a feeling it was gonna be.
Guys, you could see in their eyes in that Super Bowl that it was just like the Broncos have no shot at winning this game. You could see all of them like stare at each other like, oh shit, they're hitting. Like, oh my god. Like,
So
who's this big?
I'm not.
By the way, Cam Chancellor needs to be in the Hall of Fame. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah.
No, I'm just. What I'm saying is that, like, yeah, you and I have been saying the NFL in the next like 5 years has got to figure out. Like, I think just the depth. Like, if you're gonna have all these injuries, you need to figure out how to have more depth on rosters.
Yep. If you're gonna
Right?
play
Like,
all these
good
games
players.
too, if you're gonna play all
But
these
also,
games, yes.
These guys there's gotta be a better development path.
Yep.
Right? Like, it's just, and also, like, can we get out of this? Like, why is it okay that in the AFC you have all these bottom feeder teams?
Yeah.
Like, literally, dude, the Raiders are just an absolute joke.
They are. They're
Like,
bad.
if I was a fan, like, dear Lord, how do you get inspired to want to even pay for tickets for that trash?
Yeah.
Like, year in year, the same with dude, the Tennessee Titans. This is like year 5 of just like, what a joke.
And they had a good
The
coach.
Giants, think of the New York teams, Josh. Like, it's been so bad for like 10 years.
I hope Harbaugh
Like,
can. I hope Harbaugh can turn it around, but we'll see. I mean, it's
I
New
don't know,
York.
man. I don't know.
It's New York.
I just think that
I don't trust New York because if he doesn't have a good year, it's not Baltimore. New York will be like he's terrible. It's like, dude, they're a young team. You don't know what's gonna happen. They could get hurt. Give them time. Give them 3 to 5 years, guys.
They play on the shittiest turf in the NFL, so
Yes.
you can expect injuries. Like every time Green Bay goes there, it's like
MetLife's
major
terrible.
injury for-
MetLife's terrible. It's a terrible stadium. It is.
Yeah, I think it's not a good state. Even like, it just feels like there used to be in the 90s, there were bad teams. But even when, like,
They were
like I
scrappy.
showed
Remember when
you-
the Giants beat the Broncos in like '98 when they were trying to go undefeated, and they just were scrappy in that game and beat them. It was like, yo, the 3-13 Giants out here ruining lives. So you ain't getting that record.
Yeah, and that's like a scrappy win. That's not like when I was like when the Carolina Panthers beat Green Bay in Lambeau. You know what that was? That was Matt LaFleur being a moron and not just taking points and realizing, hey, you know what? Carolina ain't that good.
Oh no, I agree.
They just want to play keep away. Guys, we need to effectively run the ball, and we need to just get in scoring position, kick field goals.
Yeah.
Right, get points on the board. Our defense is good enough. You gave them 16 points. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, that to me is terrible football. It's not like you're not playing to win. You're playing to be like, whoa, we're going to, we get a touchdown, it's just over.
Yep.
And that can't be how it is all the time. And the NFL has, like, swung way too far in the direction of we're going for it on 4th down all the time.
Oh yeah, I miss like defense.
All the time.
I miss where when you have a truly great game, it's like everyone's playing well. The throws are tight. They're great catches, or the DB makes a play. It's beautiful. Like that's the stuff you love when it's like competitive and somebody's got to make a play. It's like who's gonna make the plays? Who's gonna make the tough catches? Who's gonna make the tough defensive plays? That's what you want. That's the best. I remember the Ravens and the Patriots in the early 2010s. Those playoff games were so like tense. Like it's one play could flip the whole thing because it was so like heated and just competitive. Like something was going to give in those games, and that's why mistakes happened at the end because it was tight. Like it was hard. It was like, hey, this is a winner. Even the Lee Evans play. Lee Evans did mess up, but you know what? That the reason it happened is because that corner never gave up on that play from New England, and he was right there, and he said, "I'm gonna play through the whistle." He was right next to
Yep.
him. He could have gave up on that play. He's like, "Damn, I fucked up." He's like, "Nope, we gonna see what happens." And he gets a little tense, and some people make mistakes, and some people make the plays. That's how it works. You know?
Yep.
So that's the
But
thing with the NFL. Um,
yep.
we had a lot
No,
of
that's
coaching
my
stuff
that's
happening.
my state. That's my. I think I'm good for this week.
Me
But
too.
just,
We'll
yeah,
have
I
some.
just I really do want to. We almost need to do an episode on just the state of the NFL.
We're gonna do.
'Cause
We'll do that
it is
on a.
just,
Do you want to?
we could go on for hours.
Yes. Do you want to do that on the next
fine.
one? We'll do one about that and like the coaching changes and upcoming free agency, or just a big off season kind of one like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to
Let's
the
do it.
draft one after that because then we'll figure all that out. But yeah, next time, guys, we'll do a little one on the state of the NFL, the coaching changes that have happened. Because my Ravens, I actually like a lot of the stuff they've done. We'll see how that turns out. But I do like their staff; it's very nice. But yeah, guys, good Super Bowl victory, Seattle. Good job. Super Bowl wasn't the best, but Seattle deserved it. They were the better team. Kenneth Walker, shout out to the MVP. Let's go, legend. Hope he gets paid. They said he might go to Tennessee though. Where running backs go to die. Good luck at DeMarco Murray. We love you.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Likes as always are appreciated. And as always,
Roll Tide.
roll
Anchor
tide,
down.
anchor down.